Hey guys, what's up? I'm just doing a very simple video. This isn't going to be extraordinary or anything like that, but it's something that I felt that I needed to talk about, so here we go. Um, so basically, I was out with my family. It was my aunt's birthday, which is going to come into play later, because there's something specific about that that's kind of ironic or something, but I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Later on. So basically, what happened was for the past about a week, I've been having these random lows. Keep in mind, I'm a diabetic, and I don't know why. And I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to make a big deal about my situation, my diabetes, but I still went. And what happened was I had insulin, I ate, and about an hour after, I started feeling lower, which I was at 7, which isn't really concerning for a lot of people, especially diabetics. But considering the fact that my insulin hasn't peaked in yet, and also I've been trying to get a little bit higher because this is a little bit hard to talk about, but I actually lost a lot of weight just randomly. So I've been trying to gain it back. With that said, I've been trying to get at a certain point with my readings, and that was just a bit below that. And again, it's weird because it shouldn't be peaking like that. And before that, it was just fine. And then sometime later, it was like it just dropped to that. And so I tried to take something and tried to get that up, and about 8 minutes pass, which doesn't seem like a long time, but it goes down again. So I'm like, okay, well, let's try this again. Goes down again. So I wait a little bit longer. Goes down again. So it just keeps happening, which I know 8 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but with that, with all that time, it should go up. And it just didn't go up. To the point where we actually had to call a medic, an ambulance, and thankfully at the restaurant, we were at a restaurant celebrating this, if I did not mention it, there were firemen there. So, anyways, so they tried to keep me calm, and the ambulance came, and the guys just, checked up on me. They asked if I wanted to sit inside the ambulance to calm down because if I'm already in the ambulance, they could just go right to there. Um, so, yeah, and what ended up happening was I started going up a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and it started doing better. Um, and I was finally at the point where I was comfortable with what I was at. The ironic part about the whole situation, and about my aunt's birthday, is the fact that I was diagnosed as a diabetic on her birthday about 5 or 6 years ago. So I just found that kind of funny that I'm just having this incident the day of. If I was at home, I'd probably be a little less concerned than I was, but considering the fact that it just kept dropping despite the fact that I still had some stuff and I wasn't even peaked with my insulin, it just drove me nuts. But thankfully, I'm also autistic, so I get really nervous quite often. But thankfully, because of that incident, I'm a little less concerned because I was very surprised by how fast the ambulance came and how cooperative everyone was. They asked me if I wanted to go to a hospital, and they said if we didn't think that you should go to a hospital, we wouldn't have asked. So that was good. Um, so finally, my insulin was done, and I just, everything was normal after that. And I know this kind of sounds childish to be scared, but when you're not peaked with your insulin and you're a diabetic, and this has been happening for the past week, this is the worst so far, it just really gets concerning. So I just wanted to talk about that because it was something that I felt the need to share. It just felt like something to talk about. So I thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that this video is not elaborate or anything like that, but I just wanted to talk about that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.